Hello, everyone. I was hoping to play a game of Dota this evening, and it turns out my friends were already in the game, so I've decided to go and watch them instead. So, the reason I'm doing these replays is to get better myself, really. I'm a bad Dota player, I'm Guardian level 5. My objective is to get to Crusader level 3, maybe level 4, which I feel is an achievable objective. I'd like to do it by the end of the year. So I've got plenty of time to do it. So I'm going to be watching games, both good players and bad players. In a bit to try and get better at the game myself, just watch the differences between playstyles and drafts, the itemisation and what have you. So this game,
Ban someone.
here we have watching two of my friends play. Zumaset here on the Bristleback, Sticky Toffee Pudding playing the Shadow Shaman.
Prepare for battle.
So, I mean, draft-wise, okay, immediately it's looking a bit odd. Spectres go safe lane,
thanks.
obviously, with what I'm guessing will be a support Mirana. I guess that works. I feel like Shadow Shaman obviously is a sort of more traditional safe lane support. These guys are in chat together, so hopefully reasonably coordinated. So we've got a mid Terrorblade. Who's picked up 10 tangos. Terrorblade's going to be laning against this TA, and TA ought to win this matchup mid easily. I think it's going to be a really miserable matchup for TA.
30 seconds to battle.
These chaps looking invading, so it's Bristleback and Terrorblade and Shadow Shaman. So Shadow Shaman hasn't picked up a Sentry Ward, level 1. I think this is something we low skill support players really ought to get into the habit of. I mean, it was really obvious here that that spot was just warded. If you put the Sentry Ward in
This
there,
ain't no snowball fight.
and obviously you put the Sentry Ward on there and you de-ward. You obviously made your gold black. Nice first blood there from Bristleback. Right decision to invade. Didn't get the bounty rune. Unfortunately, he missed out on the bounty rune down here. Again, Mirana hasn't picked up. She's getting a nice block off though. Looks like she's going to get the range creep through. Mirana hasn't picked up the sentry ward, and it's pretty obvious that they warded there. With this lane here, they get the push back to Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman's right gets a surprisingly formidable at level 1. Bristleback should be fine, I think. I don't really see Drow being able to do much harass against Bristleback. Still don't think this is going to be a very easy matchup at all for Terrorblade. Temple Assassin's gone for the fraction, got side blades as well. Yeah, good, obviously. Got for Metamorphosis at level 1. I think it seems an unusual level 1 skill, but I think if you're against a TA, it's probably the right decision. Now, I wonder if you go for the reflection rather than conjure image though, just a little bit of harass. Spectre just has the one last hit. This is going to be a really miserable lane for Spectre. Yeah, Lich is just going to get tons and tons of harass on Spectre here, and obviously the lane control that Lich has got is pretty amazing. So Void wins this. I think Spectre's going to struggle. Yeah, okay, interesting from Mirana. She's gone for Starstorm level 1 with the Sacred Arrow. I don't like this. She is getting the bounty rune, that's good. But I think she really ought to have gone Leap. That skill is just too good, really. I think you get Leap over Starstorm. If you're playing support, you're not farming. You're not really going to be looking at getting kills. But often, particularly with Spectre, I don't think it's going to happen. I think it just helps as an escape mechanism, if nothing else. Shadow Shaman's got both bouncy runes, it's really nice for him. Bristleback should be getting a fair amount of solo XP, yeah, so he's level 3 compared to level 2 on the drown the AA. Not sure what Void is doing here. So, pulled the creep wave, but it's actually to Spectre's favour here. Ought to have silly, she should have got that last hit. Shadow Charm making the move down south. Shadow Charm skilled Ether Shock. Fail safe with arrow. Can they get a kill here? No, it's already too late. Bit of miscommunication. I think if Shadow Charm had a smoke there, maybe. I think actually he needs to skill Hex as well rather than Ether Shock.
Haste.
Bristleback really stomping this lane. Top of the last hits chart. He's using up quite a lot of mana. He's perhaps spamming these crossbows a bit too much. AA has himself a wand. He's just got one charge. He's been out of spell range. Drow hasn't gotten one. That's a real mistake. Obviously, it's the item against Bristleback to get a magic wand. Just get tons of charges in it. I mean, I was saying Terrorblade was struggling against the TA. He's doing all right. He's burnt through 4 tangos so far. For some reason, I don't know why TA isn't harassing the absolute hell out of TA. Terrorblade should really have his refraction on. No warding over these rune spots. Something I really find, because I play a lot of mid, something I find really difficult is not having these rune spot wards. See, that being even this rune, this ward here, obviously doesn't give you vision of this this rune. We've also got this ward down here, which I think is fine, and you've now got vision in sort of the same place. I don't really see the points in that. Looks like Shadow Shaman has basically given up supporting Bristleback. Bristleback doesn't need it, he's quite happy soloing. So they're tri-laning this. They have to push this wave. They really need to be so careful about keeping this wave back. Spectre's struggling. Just the 8 last hits. And Drow's struggling as well. Really wants to pick up that. She hasn't gone through much regen though. She's not getting the last hits, but she's not taking too much harass. Terrorblade starting to struggle a bit. Because he picked up 10 tangos, he hasn't got salves, it's going to take him such a long time to heal up with just tangos. Shadow Shaman pulling the way. Really ought to be getting these last hits. I mean, I know he wants to pull through, which is the right thing, but you can get this last hit here, and he hasn't. He's just sort of lost out on a bit of farm. It's holding for a fair amount of gold. Not a whole lot of activity. There is something you notice about low skill Dota is people don't tend to leave their lanes very often. People just tend to sort of sit in their lanes. They don't rotate as often. Shadow Shaman has rotated. See, they shouldn't have vision of his regen rune, which Terrorblade has just about healed up. But Nirvana could use it. You know, Spectre could really benefit from this regen rune right now. So if he places ward, TA's going to get it instead. If he places ward perhaps here instead, or even further up the river, he's got vision on that rune. So it's definitely a misplay. I mean, he's got the shackles onto the lich. Mirana then goes and arrows the void. That could have been a kill, I think, if they'd changed on the same target. Again, misplay. Obviously, Void's just got time warps. It's not really a big deal for him. They are just going to shrine up here. TA's starting to pull ahead. He's definitely got 12 denies compared to Terrorblade's 8. Looking at shrining up, Terrorblade's had to go into the jungle, which is really not ideal. Bristleback still stomping this lane. Drow's had to use her regen. Really low on mana. He must have been spamming these frost arrows. I don't know why he'd skill silence necessarily against Bristleback, but I guess just for the push away. But yeah, struggling. TA now has a free lane. Nobody's stacking these ancient camps for the TA. There's a real shame. I used to have I'm going to play a little bit TA, and used to have a really sort of nice pattern for stacking the ancient camps and getting the rune, which doesn't work since 7.07. something I need to relearn. But obviously, really, the sports should be doing this. Terrorblade. Burn through all his regen now. Okay, no, a kill on the Lich, nice. But they Dire are on a clock here. Dire are on a clock, so they've got us Terrorblade, they've got us Spectre. These are heroes that you don't want to be don't want to be leaving for too long to get farm. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Nice juke from TA. Fortunately, it looks like TA might die here. Just got the 111 side blade, so really short range at this point. But Lich there to finish it off. Yeah, I don't know. She's gone for 2 points in Mel Strike. I prefer a second point in side blades, to be honest. I think the range is really useful. My skill but I think she might get this kill on a Terrorblade on. Yeah, and I think Dire are starting to push an advantage now. The kills are even, but I think Dire are really going to start to pull ahead. Lost that Terrorblade, lost Mirana.
Middle tower is under attack.
Mirana still has a skill leap, but 2 points in Arrow, 2 points in Starstorm, no leap. Yeah, she just put one skill leap, should have got away from the TA. She wouldn't have died. I don't know what, she's not roaming. She's not, and even if you are roaming, you still want the point. I don't know why you would go for a point and leap in any matchup, to be honest. Got the Hex, needs to be followed up with a, there you go. Successful. Still, no sentries placed on the map. You do have a TA with, that does have meld. You want to be picking up at least dust, I think. TA is not rotating though, but to be honest, she's so far ahead here. I don't think she needs to rotate. She's just quite happy. Get the farm. She's got her boots. Yeah, she's got. I don't know. I think we'll probably get the Blink Dagger next. Bristleback, yeah, do really well. He's got his Vanguard already. Power Treads out there ready.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Mirana's got a ward, she hasn't placed it. She's still got 4 tangos. Did she buy another set of tangos, or has she just not used any regen? Fortunately, it looks like Spectre's likely to die here, and it's going to be the TA that gets it. Yeah. And it's really starting to look grim. You've got Spectre's most farm hit dependent hero in the game. He's just not getting any. You've got Mirana, who's supposedly playing support but isn't really supporting.
Killing spree.
They need to be doing some dewards out. They need to be doing some dewarding. The changes in 7.07 make T14 really good value for money. You really want to be happening. Drag over the Dragon Lance. Fine. Raindrop seems a slightly unusual item on AA. Core sprays magical damage? No, physical, yeah, I thought that was physical. Yeah, I'm not sure why he's gone for that. They haven't got a great deal of magic damage on the team. Mirana, of course, has it, Shattershan, but AA's not there. It's going to get tower dived here. Shattershan dies. Again, if she'd had leap, she'd have got out there. I don't know why. She's got for a 3rd point in Sacred Heart. I don't get that at all. I really don't get it. This is coming from me, aren't I? I guess TA goes Blink Dagger now. She looks like she's getting Blink Dagger. She's got enough that first Mithril Hammer.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mid about to go. Bottom's likely to go soon. Void hasn't got Chronosphere. Must have used it when they killed the Shattershan and they all of them. And not quite sure what this headdress pickup is on the Spectre. Yeah, I don't know. Vanguard, yeah, no point rushing the Radiant Sigs, it's not going to happen. Vanguard's the right decision. I think it's a good thing. Just enough. They really ought to be stacking these camps, just sort of playing ahead, thinking ahead rather, and at some point, Spectre is going to want to have them. It's Spec and Terrorblade as well as Terrorblade's struggling here. Don't know if these gloves of haste are for power treads or for. Don't know if he built a Midas. He's got a lot of gold, so I wonder if he is actually saving up for a Midas. Don't know if that's the right choice. Chronosphere back up again. Prospectus! He sees arrows. She's got Moonlight Shadow now. Spectre's just sitting here, he's not getting any farm. He's not getting much experience at all. Well, they could just jump in now and they get the kill. Not really any debate about that.
Dire's middle tower just went down.
At this stage, quite a lot of this game, I think, is on the Bristleback shoulders. This network lead is starting to get scary. Okay, so TA's gone for the go for Desolate first, and I prefer to get Blink Dagger after the Blightstone. I think just having that initiation is really useful. Just back to get a kill on the TA here. That'd be really nice if it does. Really nice killing spree. They do lose the Spectre, which is really not ideal, but push back some of its game. Yeah, I think TA hasn't gone. It's just got the 1-pointer side blaze, so she's really short range. She's going to struggle to get those meld strikes in, I think. So I think the Blink Dagger would be better than go straight for the Desolate first, but another kill on the both of them.
Double kill.
Big commit on the Chrono, but doesn't really matter, I don't think. Terrorblade's 4 since the jump. Okay, so he's getting the power trips. So I don't know what all this gold's for. If he's planning on buying a Midas or if he's going for a Dragonlight. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Radiant's bottom tower. Radiant structures are fortified.
I'm not sure what the other slippers are for. Maybe she was planning on building a Kilo or something and just given up with it. Queued up the Acronyms on the AA. Mask of Mad is scarily close to finish. Void's not farming all that well, but he's doing well enough. I mean, he's got the Asher as well, so just going to go with the SY or go straight for a Manstyle. Well, I think they've got. I think Radiant are. It's really not looking hopeful for them. I'm not really sure how they do this. Wrist back. Okay, going. Gosh, get greedy item. Let's go for the. It's got Blade now finished already. Gosh, yeah. Oh, it's, yeah. Wrist back sounds going really well. Let's go for the Heart. Dominating Spirit. Does get that Dominating Spirit. Real shame. Unfortunately, that's gonna. That was a real overcommitment there. Didn't anticipate these rotations coming in. Fortunately, all of these wards are going to get farmed up too. Rana has, at long last, skilled leap. Thank goodness for that. Really, and she's queued up a Maelstrom. Right, okay. So she's queued up the Maelstrom, but she hasn't gone for the. She hasn't skilled up much leap. I'd have thought with these, the way she was built up Starstorm, she might be going for a magic damage build, go for the Aghanim Scepter. Clearly that's not the case. Terrorblade not paying any attention to the AA blast there.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I think Dire are doing the right thing now. They are rotating around the map. They're picking off all these tier 1s. TA's at the point where she just wants to be getting kills, really want to be farming loads. It's a real shame that maybe stack these camps for her. I think again, no sentries on the map. Gotta wonder why. Okay, got the second lethal hammer now for Blade Dagger. No dewarding going on. Given how much they are rotating,
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
again, these two wards right next to each other. I don't know. One of these is clearly the Shadow Shamans, one of these is the Miranas. They're both on roughly the same ticker.
Dire's bottom tower
So
is
they're
under
both roughly
attack.
the same time, but even so, it's they've got to be more active in
Dire's
dewarding
top tower has
and
fallen.
warding more tactically.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away. Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Bristleback could just walk away from this one, I think.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Okay, so Shadow Shaman go for the 4-star. Yeah, nothing wrong with that item, but I think he needs to be aware that to use the 4-star and allies as himself, you want to be using it to this stage actually to get things like the Spectre out of trouble, because that's going to happen in a lot. I wonder if the Glimmer Cape is a slightly better option, but I don't see anything wrong really with the 4-star pickup. Okay, Terrorblade's not building a minus. He's probably, I don't know if he's going to get an SMY off this Yasha, or again he's going to be like Void, whether he's going to get the. Where did that vision come from? Is this trying to give? They don't do that. I don't know where. I don't know how they spotted that Psionic Traveller. It's just on the cooldown period. Got the arrow. This could be a really nice kill. They walk into 4-man Chrono. Not really a whole lot of follow up here though. No follow-up at all. Okay, there goes the AA blast. It's too late. Look at this damage. Damage is coming out. Bristleback and Terrorblade rip through them. That is a real misplay. Void lands the perfect chrono. We should have seen the Chain Frost. There's never huge. The Chain Frost actually comes in straight away. The AA blast was a bit delayed, but at least it did it right. Yeah.
Radiant's top tower deserves
Nice
just
play.
as much help as
Massive
mine.
underestimating how much damage the Bristleback does, particularly now he's got Blade Mail. Saving up this gold effectively for the Reaver. It has narrowed the net worth deficit. Spectre has picked herself up a 20-minute Orb of Venom. She has got, I don't quite know what that's for. She's not going to be really chasing down heroes. She just needs to be farming. She doesn't want to be fighting at all. I mean, she's pretty secure here. They got this vision. She can sit here for a while. She has spotted, I think, the Lich coming in. Yeah. And given that Mirana's here, they saw the Lich coming in. I think, no, the whole team's rotating in. They do have the vision. There is a sentry here now, which is good. Like, if you're paying a bit more attention as to where they're sort of thinking about where their vision is. Get these D-wards in. Shadow Shaman. Fearless here, just walks straight in, gets the Hex. Fortunately not quick enough on the keyboard to get the shackles in. That was unfortunate. I don't know if that was his. I happen to know he's got a very slow, rubbish laptop. I don't know if that was that or just poor reaction speeds.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Terrorblade. Unfortunate there. Chain Frost bounces, but doesn't matter. TA's there, blink.
Dire's top tower is gone.
And Spectre, for some unfathomable reason, has not got the message and has stayed in this fight. We've now finished on Bristleback and
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
does scare them off a bit. Yeah, this Spectre, I don't know what she's doing really. She's gone for the Desolate damage, but why, really? She's under so much pressure. You go for health regen. You're not getting any kills at this stage, are you? Another kill on the Shadow Shaman. Bristleback needs to be careful here. He's strong, but he's not invincible. And that was a war commitment too. That's I wish I'd seen what happened there. That was unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know why you go for desolate damage. Sorry, trap damage and attack speed. Yeah, fine on the TA. Bristleback gone for movement speed and health. Yeah, I think the movement speed makes sense here. He's going to be doing a lot of chasing this game. Gone for the health. She's just playing pure tank. This Mirana is a billion miles off off her Mjolnir. She hasn't skilled talent at level 10. Oh, she actually has got a Mjolnir now. Plus a Maelstrom rather. Again, you've gone for the Maelstrom, but it works somewhat better if you put more points in Leap. You get that attack speed bonus. She's playing this farming build, but I don't really think she's bought any wards in ages. Go for the damage. I disagree with her. I think go for the health. You're behind. You really just want to be able to survive against, well, all of them at this stage. Yeah, closing in on his Aghanims. It's taken a long time though. Spectre's really impatient. His cast haunts. Was that an escape haunt? No, she wants to fight. She will get this kill on the AA. It's a nice little bit. It's quite a lot of gold for her. 413. But she's going for Blade now too.
Killing spree.
I think Drow can kill her though if Drow decides to go in for it. But does see the
Shadow, take us.
Shadow Shaman. Does go for it.
Killing
The
spree.
Shadow Shaman really ought to be aware of this. The Spectre's by herself and the Drow is there. Help her up. Maybe this Desolate damage is going to help out. The Drow has a fresh Shadow Blade. She's going to use it. She is. She might tick down to the Orb of Venom. Not quite. I guess just sort of is a lack of decisiveness is one thing she really observe about most. Oh my goodness! What a misplay! Oh, they Shadow Shaman's trapped, and you have plenty of warning as well. It's not as if you can have warnings to tick down to the AA blast, but trapped inside those wards. Oh, what a misplay! That's fails of the weak material there. Oh my goodness! It's a lack of decisiveness there.
Dire structures are fortified.
If you're going to push, you've got to push. You've got to be sort of thinking about it. Mirana's just still pushing in top. They have all these. They do get a nice amount of damage on this tower, but all those boards are going to get farmed up. Mirana could quite easily die here.
Dominating.
Yeah. AA go for the Dendi plays there with a short range AA blast. Not going to work out for him if he misplays like that. But Faceless Void, go for the Man Style. Yeah, fine. I think, to be honest with you, Drow Ranger's gone for the Shadow Blade. I think I much prefer Agi-based Drow Ranger plays. You know, we sort of just stack the Agi items. Still on all these other slippers before. I guess they're for an Aquila, but it's just a lot of Sniper and Drow players. They just get this Shadow Blade as a default item. I think if she upgrades it into a Silver's Edge, that would be the right play. Bristleback is causing them real problems. And so I think if she get the Silver's Edge, it makes sense. If she just keeps it as just Shadow Blade, which she isn't because she's going for the S and Y, it makes less sense. But Dire needs to be pushing their advantage here. They're a long way ahead. They're a long way ahead in both levels and farm. They need to be looking at finishing this game. They are still on the clock. It doesn't matter how far behind Spectre is. She will start to get. She will get some farm. She's got Blade Man now. This Blade there. Shadow Shaman had the shackles on. Mirana, I don't know what she was doing with her arrow, but it was nowhere near. Got to be following up those shackles with the 5-second arrow. Nice hex. AA does need to be careful, but does get that kill. Nice Chain Frost.
Double kill.
Could easily be a triple kill. Drop Blink. straight into the trees. That's smooth. She's gone for the meld armor, meld armor reduction. I think that's a good option, particularly against Bristleback. I think a better option is for the Drow to get a Silver's Edge and he doesn't have to worry so much. I wonder if the refraction spells would be really good. Does it? I don't know if it dispels. I don't know if it dispels stuns like stuns like Sacred Arrow, but it should definitely dispel nasal goo, which could cause real problems if you get chased down. Bristleback could run in here. He doesn't need to be so scared to be. And I'm thinking this is the right option here. Finish off this heart, go straight for the Radiant. I agree with this. There's another waste of these ward traps, unfortunately. But yeah, I think it's the best option they can go for. Spectre's not getting one any soon. This Radiant spell will rip through refraction. It's going to cause Faceless Void a lot of problems, even in Chronosphere. I think if he can farm up in a timely fashion, this could be a game-changing item. Spectre's just not bothering with this stuff. You're pushing up, but you've got no vision again. Vision still, you've still got another award here in this base. 3 dire wards here in the jungle. They want to secure it up, but they're all sort of largely in the same place. I don't know why you don't sort of distribute them around a bit. They want to push their vision line sort of closer into the Raven jungle, which they have done. They've got another ward here.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
I think there have been perhaps a bit, I think there is overwarding. At least get some sentries in there at the start. Particularly as they've got a Mirana and they've got
Mega kill. Killing spree. Dominate.
Moonlight Shadow.
Unstoppable.
Oh dear. Yeah. Again, this is the problem. They've got this one ward up here. It's got no vision of this. Finish fast, isn't it? Yeah. Hopefully, Di can push these towers down. They could actually. I think they could actually get a tier 3 off this. Get the team one. Yeah. You can't be fighting when there's no vision. I don't think any of them are bought dust. No dust. I say I think they can get a not GG push, but they can get tier 3. It's slow going here. Quite slow to go and farm up this remaining wave, but this tower should melt. And stun completed on void.
Not much good's happening.
This is not. Look, I'm not sure how Radiant come into this. The only way they come into this, come back into this game, 11k deficit. Bristleback gets his Radiance. Still a long message. Yeah, okay. I don't think Terrorblade can really be boasting here about his skills compared to Shadow Shaman. Let's face it, these guys are Guardian level 2s and 3s predominantly. They got a team wipe, moving a single tower off it. That's a lot of gold that they've just given to Spectre, 700 gold. Sure, Mirana dies, but I think at this stage it's worth the trade. Yeah, Spectre dies, maybe not so worth the trade, but they need to be pushing this advantage. They just aren't. What are they doing? They just go back into the jungle. 2 dead, including the Spectre. Shadow going for the Spirit Vessel. Never a bad option, I don't think. They don't have a mecha or pipe on the team. Bristleback would be the natural pipe carrier, but Manstar completes on Terrorblade. I think Brisbane would be the natural pipe carrier, but I still think the Radiance. It's a risky option, but I think this is what they need. I think in this game, something that would really help them out is any kind of item that can cause a side, say any kind of item, but an Orchid. An Orchid into Bloodthorn. They've got a very spell reliant lineup, all of them to an extent, except perhaps the Drow, but the rest of them are all quite dependent on their spells. I think a silence item, an Orchid, would be strong this game. You'll put it on anything, especially if you build it into the Bloodthorn. Just about does see them kind of gets out of there. He is slow. He needs to be getting these crossbows off to keep up the warpath stacks. He's got a lot of gold sat in the bank. He doesn't really want to be dying at this stage. Yeah, I don't know if it's the right option or not, but I do feel Terrorblade might not be the most conventional item, but to get an Orchid, picking up a pretty late Dragon Lance, fine. I think there are better items at this stage.
Arms for the dead.
Yeah, and still no dewarding really happening on either team. Expecting to die again. Dread to think, well, this TA's got a Daedalus, still 3,000 gold. Lot not her net worth is how much gold she gets up when she dies. She does need to be careful. She needs to melt it. Look at none of them have got vision. There's no. If Bristleback just stood here and just pressed W, which is not going to do, the rest of the team rotate in. Shadowstone does have some dust now. Shady wasn't there when the TA was melted. Morana's lost hope. Yeah, it's really I don't really see a way back into this game for Radiant. Still 600 gold off the Sacred Relic, and they're licking at the tier 3s. And I say they're licking at the tier 3s, they're not doing it. They've gone into Roche, which is fine. It's a very slow Roche effort. What's TA doing? Why isn't she helping out with this Roche effort? Okay, so she sees the Spectre up here, so she wants to get another kill. Okay, keeping the Spectre shut down, but this is a lot of wasted time. Even so, you are killing the Spectre, but look at how much time they've wasted. Yeah. Roche is taking much longer to take.
We haven't seen the last of him.
TA didn't even get the kill there, so it was the AA that got it. And the Drow was there anyway, like, the Drow could have handled. But she's still not going for the Silver's Edge, she's going for straight Butterfly. I do like the Agi Drow build. I think the game was like Butterfly, but I still think Silver's Edge, yeah, it melts the Bristleback, particularly sort of couple it with the fact that TA's got the milled armor reduction talent. I guess she goes for the side build, I guess she goes for the Paralyzer's talent. We'll have to see. Oh, I think Drow's talent turns into right home, but I'm not that interesting.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I still don't like. Well, I don't know what Morana's doing. I really don't understand her game plan here. I don't think she's got one. She's got the arrow cooldown. I think the attack speed's better. I think it works so much better with the Maelstrom. I don't know what she means by out of range. I guess it was the TA Maelstrike or something that killed her. They get these pick-offs, but they're not getting objectives. This is frustrating to watch, actually. Bristleback's now finished the Sacred Relic. He's going to be having this recipe in no time at all, actually. They just aren't pushing these objectives. They've got Chronosphere, they've got an Aegis. TA's now got an MKB and a Daedalus. They've got everything they need to finish this game, I think. TA, what on earth is Terrorblade doing? What was that? I don't know what was going through his head there, neither does TA. They can finish this. Nice Chronosphere. Needs to be followed up with the Chain Frost. They are hitting this Bristleback in the back. And, yeah, okay. Kill Bristleback, lose the Aegis. They're going to kill the Mirana? They're going to kill Mirana? No. Yes? No? No. Gives up. Take this tower? What's happening? So... Okay. So, Faceless Void chases the Mirana, gives up, and just decides to sit here and lets himself get killed. So, this is really loaded ganked along. Well, people did get ganked, they just weren't very successful. 20k net worth lead. So that fight there that we just saw, they had the Aegis, they had Chrono, they had Chain Frost, they had everything. I don't actually see what killed the... Was it the TA that died?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
To the Spectre. Must have been I didn't see that, that's a shame.
Barracks have fallen.
Finally get a barracks. That's, well, again, they should... It's now closing in on 40 minutes. They've just broken the high ground. And that was with everything. That was with everything they had. It's so indecisive, so disorganised that fight, and they're so far ahead. They need to be so much more aggressive. AA is going to die. Got hit by a 5-second arrow by the looks of it, onto the rune spot.
Another put down.
Mirana... What's she building now? Just go for an S by herself. What if you just upgrade it to the Mjolnir? Oh, she's gone for... Okay, she's gone for the 12% spell amp. I prefer the mana break, but I disagree with just about every talent and itemization decision she's made this game. I don't really play a lot of Mirana, but I still disagree. I think the spell amp makes more sense if you're going for an Agnum's build, and if you've got those extra Starstorms, Starfalls rather, Starstorm, I was right, and you can actually take advantage of it, but she isn't. She's got items like Maelstrom, she wants to go right click, and SMI, she wants to go for a right click build. So why not go for the mana break talent? Which can take advantage of the attack speed, and although she did go for the attack speed talent, does she? But again, slight indecisiveness there from Shadow Shaman. Then again, if they're content with hitting Bristleback in the back, I don't think they really care. They're throwing their lead away, Dire. I think Bristleback must have his radiance, yeah he does. This is going to cause real problems.
Triple kill.
Right, so the whole team's down except for Bristleback. Can they push off this? I don't think they can. I think Bristleback's got an eyes and regen in no time at all. Dire need to be concerned, I think. I was saying I don't see how Radiant get into this game. But Bristleback got his Radiant. Dire haven't been pushing their advantages and their objectives. Drow's got a Butterfly, which has got such a greedy build. She needs to get Silver's Edge. I think they need the Silver's Edge now. I think it's essential. Before I go for the Mjolnir, I don't think it's even a bad option him. There's no vision out, so why doesn't he get the... if there was some vision, I'd just spot this rune perhaps. Regen rune, which really helped them out. Spectre, 42 minutes in, walks straight past Bounty Rune, ignores this wave of creeps here and decides to cut the creep wave. She decides to secure up her Radiance. It's getting on a bit, and she's likely going to die here. She does need to have haunts, so yeah.
Mega kill.
Then again, they're going to nearly suicide themselves into a blade
I
mount.
find it easy to respect you.
Is nobody going to pick up this bounty? AC going for the Bristle Pack. This guy's going to be impossible to kill,
The prize is
especially if they don't get a Silver's
double
Edge.
damage.
DD on the TA. This is when she really wants to look for a kill. They're just pushing up down mid. They can, I think, but the whole team needs to be there. Pushing in top here.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
Bristleback
attack.
not the greatest building hitter,
Radiant's middle barracks have fallen.
and that's the range of that. They're going to get this bottom racks as well. They need to get back. They don't take towers as quickly as a TA with a DD room.
Radiant's
Doesn't matter if they've got the wards out.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under Radiant's bottom barracks have fallen.
And still I've got this tier 3. They need to get back. Oh, flaming started now.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help. Dire's top tower
Go
is
for the
under
GG push.
Dire's snow fortified their structures.
There goes the tier
Towers
4.
shouldn't have to take this advantage.
They're still not going to TP back. They're still trying to split push, but it's so slow. Drow full somehow. I think Drow full though. That was ages ago, so must be so. Bristle back up, and my goodness, he just attacked that radius straight through the refraction. That TA is she can't blink, and Void hasn't got the message that everyone's dead, and decides not to get the hell out of there. Does a bit of damage on the ancient, but that's all going to heal up. Yeah, exactly. So the Bristleback with the radiance, he can't blink away. Your refraction's gone. You're gone. There's not a lot you can do about it. And and it was very costly, extremely costly. They do get one set of racks at the top. They have lost their tier 4s. The advantage is still dire. Rather than go for the GG push, they could have easily got megas off that. They chose not to. They chose to go for the GG push, which was a misplay. But they've still got times. Spectre still just level 21, still 800 gold off the Sacred Relic. I think that they could Raiden made the right decision here going for the Roshan. Let's face it, there's no Chronosphere, you're not really scared. TA does scout this out with a trap. She didn't go for this for refraction instances. Which I don't know when she turned level 25, but if she saw that Bristleback had the Radiance, you definitely don't get refraction instances then because it's useless. Go for the Paralyze, it's such an overpowered tap on that one, it's great as a TA player at least. Shanshan needs to he needs to dot this entire area with wards. Mirana's basically been useless as a support. What's this Mithril Hammer for? Should go for a BKB?
Invisibility.
And the other thing that's worth mentioning is Terrorblade's struggled a bit this game,
Dire's middle tower
but
isn't going to last long.
he's Terrorblade's struggled a bit, but he's still a Terrorblade.
Dire's middle tower has
He
fallen.
can take towers and buildings quickly. So there's rooms and let's wait. Chris pretty slow though. He's put his decided to put his treads into his backpack. I think it's probably the right item to put in his backpack, but he needs to be careful because if he gets trapped, he ain't running away from it. Spectre goes for a YOLO haunt there. It does work out for her somehow. She does have a Sacred Relic now.
Dire's courier got killed. Those things are cheap, you know.
They are just letting this is an Aghanim's chain for us. They are just standing there. Does a huge amount of damage there. They do come out on top. Super there's just gonna can heal up Shadow Charm pretty quickly. Do you know what I think? I think Radiants are going to win.
I rise again.
They're just look at how this is halved in the past 5-10 minutes. Items are coming online. Spectres of Radiance, Bristleback has of Radiance. And I said right at the beginning, Dire were on a clock. They seemed to be doing the right thing at the beginning. They were getting the kills. They were pushing objectives, and they just gave up. It seemed they weren't pushing their advantages at all. Some really uncoordinated team fights. Bristleback could be more aggressive, I think. Just turn around, activate the blade. Yeah, exactly. Spectre's farmed now. It's taken her an extremely long time, but she's got the items now. I still think even with the Spectre dying, they're going to win.
Killing spree.
No Silver's
Double
Edge.
kill.
It's not even 4-star in the range. Okay, she's not.
Not for me.
Terrorblade's still up. They can't get Megas off this, but
Dire's middle barracks have
they're not
fallen.
even up the racks. Dire should be ashamed of themselves. And Bristleback's pretty invincible. There is a Chronosphere up. For reasons beyond my understanding, Void is hitting Bristleback inside, so he's nearly died. He has died. It's just the ages. Why do people know how to play against Bristleback?
Somebody better help Dire's middle tower.
Bristleback can just walk away from this. He's going for the. I think he probably ought to get Brutes to travel. He's going for the Abyssal Blade.
The prize is mine.
So I don't know there's anything wrong with that either. Nearly a nice arrow. Sacrificing the reflection stacks. It's a sad sight when Drabs living up the planet to Shadowblade. Nice arrow there from Mirana.
Double kill.
I have a feeling that's GG. No buyback on TA. She ought to have buyback. Why doesn't she have buyback? She's quite a lot of gold off it as well. I should surely buy back this. I've already bought back. Yeah, no buyback on any of the cores. It's just going to be Megas, if nothing else. They do have the line to deal with Megas. Drow's decided to go for a Daedalus. Damage isn't their issue. They've got the damage. They need the sustain. Silver's Edge would really help with that. I wonder if the Aghanims now is actually better on the Drow. It's late, but I think the Aghanims is good on Drow this game anyway because they've got a Terrorblade. Let's face it. Yeah, I think Drow would have been good, well off. Good against the Aghanims. Ticks down there to the Spectral Dagger. They have a line that can deal with the Mega Brute, but I think it's far too late. TA's up in 10, but Drow's miles off.
Yes. Dire's middle tower just went down. Stop. Take me.
This Ancient's melting. Oh, what the hell Terrorblade's doing back here? Terrorblade decides to go into farm, but okay, there we go, it's GG. Pretty much. Bristleback won in that game, frankly. There's no way of yeah, Bristleback won that game. Ron says no push, no win, and it's true. Mirana's the one by the way saying finish fast and yeah, Cypher, etc. earlier. So for me, my takeaway message there is take objectives, push your advantage, particularly if you've got an aggressive lineup, which they've got. They've got a TA. They've got a TA. They've got a Void. They've got heroes that excel in getting kills. They have the Wombo combo as well. Void into AA Blast into Chain Frost. That is a great combination. I only really saw them use it once. And that was a fight that they ended up losing in the end as well. Yeah, they didn't push their advantage. They were always on a clock. They went to 51 minutes. Spectre's the highest skill Crusader. Wow. But if that's Crusader level play, then I feel that that's a level I can reach too. Yeah, Spectre did get her items in the end. I think that might be their only game on Spectre. And they're on this clock. They've let it go late. Bristleback got tons of items. Bugger all they could do against him, really. They had the Shadow Blade early, didn't upgrade it to a Silver's Edge. Instead decided to go for a Butterfly, really greedy item. I think even Void could have got a, rather than going for the MKB, could have got himself a Silver's Edge as well, or instead of, perhaps. And I did feel Radiant made their life a lot harder. I didn't agree with any of Mirana's itemization or skills or talent decisions there. Terrablaze struggled, but he didn't struggle as much against the TA as I thought he would have done. Shadow Charm didn't have the best game in the world. He didn't really ward much. Not really many. Yeah, it was particularly the sentries. There were some places where I thought it would be quite obvious that a ward being placed, where they could have easily dewarded and got the gold. I don't think there was any dewarding that went on. There's no sentries ball on that team, so no dewarding went on that game really at all. And I think that's a big mistake. I do feel a silencing item would have helped. Especially if you're quick enough, you can get the silence on the Faceless Void. You can't chrono. I think that would have easily been it would made life easier for them. Without the Chronosphere, their wombo combo is non-existent, and they're just relying on the quite spectacular damage output from the TA. Critical Error Judgment, she got a lot of kills, but I didn't really see her pushing objectives all that much. She's quite content with hunting for those kills rather than doing things like getting Roshan and pushing down towers and racks. Anyway, that's my takeaway message for the game. Hoping to do some more of these with various different skill levels, high skill, low skill, and maybe even some pro games as well, and see what I can learn myself. Anyway, over and out.